window.
All right, let's talk a little lawn and garden because Davis Wright is here, our Dynagreen expert. Good morning, Davis.
Good morning.
All right, we asked you this question last week. We'll ask it to you again. How bad is this rain for our lawns?
The rain itself is actually not that bad for your lawn. It's exactly what it's going to do to it. With the temperatures getting hotter and all the moisture, it's probably going to cause some lawn fungus. There was actually a newspaper article the other day in the Post-Dispatch. Did you read it by chance or see it?
If it didn't say Dynagreen, I didn't read it.
I don't think it said Dynagreen, but it was talking about lawn fungus and how it's a lot of lawn experts, are saying this is the worst case they've seen in decades.
What does that look like? How do you know you have it?
Okay, so there's many different kinds, and a lot of people aren't going to even know what kind they have. I mean, there's summer patch, there's brown patch, there's large brown patch, there's dollar spot, and they all look very similar. Most generally, you're going to see brown patch, and it's going to be I don't know if have you ever seen like a dog urine spot, so to speak, or just like a dead patch,
or a human urine spot.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Thanks, McGraw.
So it's just going to be extremely patchy all over the place, and it might not be over your whole yard, but it's not going to be concentrated in one specific little spot, if that makes sense. So it's pretty obvious when you do have it. So when you do have it, that's kind of where Dynagreen steps in. We have two products that we will highly recommend. They are two systemic granular fungicides. They are the Dynagreen T-methyl and then the Dynagreen Eagle. And essentially what they are is a curative. So if you have it, throw it down on your lawn, and it'll take care of it. And then, like I said, it's going to take care of the ones you see in this area, like your dollar spot, your large brown patch, that kind of thing.
Okay, so if I don't or if one doesn't have fungus, but has a couple of brown spots for another reason, if I put this Dynagreen T-methyl down, will I harm my lawn if I don't have fungus?
No, you will not.
So so to be on the safe side, chances are your lawn is going to have fungus. If it's not, you're not harming your yard by putting it down.
My guess is most lawns, with all this rain that we've had and the temperatures that we're going to see, most lawns are going to have fungus.
Okay, really?
Year. Yes.
Okay.
I would say. I mean, more so than in the past.
Right.
I mean, because I was reading that article, I think they said, they haven't seen rain and heat and lawn diseases like this in 35 years.
Okay, so we buy it at our local independent lawn and garden dealer.
Correct.
Go in and ask for Dynagreen T-methyl.
Yep.
And then we also want to go in and buy Dynagreen
Eagle.
Yep. And we put the T-methyl on. And then how many weeks later do we put the Eagle on?
2 to 3 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks, we put the Eagle on.
And is this a spray, a liquid, a seed?
It's a granular.
Okay,
so it's a granular,
like
so you can, I don't know, obviously how big your yard is. If it's super tiny, I mean, you could even hand, cast it. But I would recommend getting a spreader that you just push, walk behind. And the reason we sell two different products is because lawn or turf diseases have a tendency to build up a resistance to whatever chemical you're going to stick down on them.
Right.
So what essentially we're doing is kind of playing a trick on the yard, so to speak. There's just a different chemistry, a different active ingredient in each one. So you hit it with one thing, it builds up a resistance. So we'll hit it with something else, and it won't be ready for that one.
Okay. So it's raining all day today. Is tonight a good time to put it on? Tomorrow morning a good time? When's a good time to put the T-methyl on?
I would not stick it on tonight. I would not probably stick it on tomorrow. Let it dry out a little bit. It is best if you could stick it on maybe early in the morning when the ground is slightly damp.
Okay.
Just because that granular is going to adhere better to your lawn when it's slightly damp.
Right.
But obviously you don't want to put it on while it's raining, or it's just going to wash away or
it's going to wash away. So, okay. So we go to our local independent lawn and garden dealer and ask for Dynagreen number 2.
Yep. That's the
standard right now.
Yeah, we're in the step 2 of the 5-step program, which is the weed the feed or the weed and the feed.
Right.
And I would highly recommend not putting. You could put the feed on all year long.
Right.
Weed and feed, I wouldn't do after July 4th. And I really wouldn't even recommend necessarily.
What is weed and feed? Is that the Viper?
Yeah, it's a Viper.
Okay.
So it's a supplemental.
All right, so we're coming to the end of the Viper window.
Correct.
If you don't get it down like the next weekend or two,
well, I would
don't
say
put it
maybe
down.
even coming to the window step 2 in general. You can put the UMax, the long-lasting, Dynagreen long-lasting with UMax down year-round.
Okay.
But with the 5-step program, it's very it's based on the season.
Right.
So, June, July, August is when you really should have that long-lasting down.
Is that the number? Okay.
That's the number 2.
Right.
And then so step 3 is really what picks up in like September, October, if that makes sense.
So you can still use number 2 for the next couple of months.
Yeah. I mean, I think you should have number 2 down now. That's what I would recommend.
Right.
Get number 2 down. It's slow
But
release.
the Viper, we don't want to use. Is what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay.
And not I mean, you can still put it down to July 4th.
Right.
I mean, so you got a couple weeks. But yeah.
Okay. So the Viper was windows closing.
Yep.
Step 2 runs through the summer.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. And then T-methyl for the fungus, and then Eagle for the fungus.
Correct.
Your local independent lawn and garden dealer knows all of this because you've trained them all, right?
Correct. Yes,
and
sir.
I can go to a big box store and get Dynagreen?
No, you cannot. You won't find this in Lowe's or Home Depot. No big box stores.
Only independent lawn and garden dealers.
Correct.
Just out of curiosity, Davis, right? How would I find out which independent lawn and garden dealer is a Dynagreen supporter?
You can actually go to dynagreeninfo.com to find out where all the locations are that are carrying Dynagreen. If you have any questions or anything like that, you can post them there, and we'll be more than happy to help you out.
And Dynagreen is a national company based in Georgia?
No, it's actually it's a company based right here in St. Louis.
Right.
So all these products are formulated for our Midwest environment.
And how long has Dynagreen been in St. Louis? It's like 100 years.
Just ignore him.
No, it has been, right? It's been here a long, long time.
Well, yes. The company that makes Dynagreen has been here a long time. The actual Dynagreen product line's only been around for a couple years.
Right. I should say the company. The company's been around a long time.
The company's been in existence for a very long time. We've been in the lawn and garden business for quite a while. So.
Yeah. Okay.
I have to ask you, do you have like the best lawn in the neighborhood? Does everyone have lawn envy at your house?
I have a decent lawn. I don't know if it's the best one. I work a lot.
You should.
I work a lot.
Is my lawn better than your lawn?
Yes.
Well, because you have people doing it. He has to do it
Boom.
himself.
Hold on a second. I do it myself. Do I not do it myself?
He does.
Well, then how would he know?
Because
what your lawn looks like?
he's been to the house to check on it.
He does have a great looking lawn. I mean, probably the best looking lawn on the street.
Thank you. And how are my tomatoes? Are looking pretty good too.
He's got tomatoes the size of softballs.
Really?
I got tomato the size of Jim Holder's head.
You are just like a multi-talented.
That is exact. It's Dynagreen. Just put a little Dynagreen on it. Rub a little Dynagreen on it. It's
fine.
fine.
Your basement. You got the gardening.
Dynagreen, dynagreeninfo.com. Davis, have a good week. Thanks for checking in.
You too. Thanks.
You got it. For all the questions about Dynagreen, go to Dynagreen Info or your independent lawn and garden dealer. They're great, including let me give a shout out to my home lawn and garden dealer, Ann from Ann's Greenhouse on Mexico Road. They're fantastic out there.